Well, here at the GDC, we have a lot of well logs and historic scout cards and other historic oil and gas data that we've acquired from different places. One good thing about this facility is that it's enabled us to say yes when someone has a collection they want to donate to us. In the past, we haven't been able to do that, and now we have the facility to handle those new collections that come in. Over here, what we're doing over here is we're taking old scout cards and following the location information on those cards and tying them to spots on the ground. And these are historic scout cards we're dealing with, so many of them lead us to these unidentified well spots from the Railroad Commission and our data set that are unidentified because they're old. So that helps us clean up that data, and as we go through a county, we typically identify about 75 to 80% of those unidentified well spots, which gives us probably better than anyone in the industry. Our well database is top of the line at that
So
point.
it's taking all those unknown spots that are on the base maps that are publicly available, that don't have any kind of header information, don't have any APIs, and tying actual data to those.
Correct.
And then in some cases finding spots, actually identifying wells that aren't on any kind of database, and that attaching information as to who drilled those and what kind of shows were there to begin
Yeah,
with.
and those ones we can verify with these old field maps, and that's how we know those are legitimate.
Cool. And yeah, that sounds great.
You want to
Yeah.
back here?
And are you doing this county by county, or what are you doing?
We're going county by county. We've scanned the whole collection, and then we go county by county and start doing data entry, deduping, and then the locating process at that point.
So can you show me which counties we've gotten done so far here?
Over here, this is actually well log scanning.
Mm-hmm.
And what are the different colors?
We haven't worked in those in so long. The red is done, completed. The green meant that we needed to go back and take a look at them.
No,
No, green's done.
No.
green was done.
Okay,
The
sorry,
red
green
had
was
no
done.
information in DI.
Okay, yeah. So that's our progress on the well log scanning.
Okay. And so,
The yellow just didn't have
We didn't have enough.
enough to
Enough.
even bother. Yeah,
That's
we
right.
had to go back and complete them later because
It had less than 10.
so with
That's
regard
right.
to the spots that you've done in here, spotting the wells and everything like that from the scout cards, which areas have you started with? Which areas have you gotten done?
I'll point all the counties we've completed are these. All those, and
So
so we
kind of District 8 and moving into,
completed District 8, and now we're gonna there's some activity up in Yoakum and Terry. We're gonna knock these counties out, and then we're probably gonna start heading.
kind of eastern shelf over there?
Yes.
All right. How many are you doing? How many of these, how long is it taking you to knock a county out?
Some counties we can do in a week. Some take 2 weeks. We have counties with more than 20,000 wells, and we have others with maybe 1,000 wells. So
Yeah.
it just depends on the size of the county.
So this here is the warehouse.
Over here, these are scout cards, and they are filed by county and file group. This is what one of them looks like. You can see there, that's valuable information. 71 barrels of oil per day, right there, IP.
Yeah.
You got pressure information, perfs, everything.
Well, you got these from everywhere. You got them in Washington and Oklahoma and Mississippi and Colorado and.
We've got them all over the U.S. Texas and Louisiana, we have really extensive collections in those two states, but we do have cards elsewhere.
Wow. So these are, and this has been put together by several different organizations, right? So I mean, you've gotten these from several different companies and organizations, scout libraries and what have you.
All these, the well logs and stuff you see on this side of the warehouse, originally came from UTEP, a collection over there at UTEP. And then over on this side, we acquired these from the old Arklatex log library in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Got it. And let's go take a look at some of those driller's logs.
Those hand-drawn sample logs?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the story behind those?
We acquired these in the original collection from UTEP, and these are hand-drawn sample logs, and these are from the teens and the 20s, and they're just unbelievably valuable. Look down here, this is really good.
Wow.
And at some point we plan on scanning these. We can run these through the Neurolog scanners in color, and they look fabulous.
Very cool. And these are all going to end up on the Drilling Info website, is it?
Eventually they're all going to end up in there, and our customers are going to be able to look at all these images, and even the deeper data you see on a lot of these documents, we're going to do data entry on those and have them searchable.
And here are these well logs. So I see boxes and boxes of well logs here. How many of these, roughly how many have been scanned, how many have been indexed, how many are online?
Out of about 330,000, we've scanned about 160,000, and they are yet to be loaded.
Yet to be loaded?
Yet to be loaded.
Do we have a time frame for that? Do we know?
Not sure on that.
So we have 360,000 well logs here,
Yeah, paper.
paper logs.
Yeah.
Right. And we have about 1.5 million online.
I believe so. Jeff would. A lot of old maps also.
All right. These are old base maps and old field maps.
Yeah, a lot of base maps, ownership maps. We've got everything.
And let's go take a look at those. I know there was a lot of reference books here. You know, back from old regulatory reference books.
Yeah. Got a lot of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so here were the old production reference books. And then what we have from various states also pre-regulatory information from, wells and, well, take a look at that. What do we got in there?
Smells like 1924. Let's see.
Holy mackerel.
People had nicer handwriting. Here we go.
So wow, all sorts of volumes. I'll tell you what, you definitely have your work cut out over here, Steve.
We've got some job security lined up out here.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.